This is how a revenge game should look like.
Okay. Wemby, the
Wolves
alien.
thought that they could play mind games with Wemby, but he made them regret for their actions.
Okay. Wemby wasn't playing around. That's what I'm seeing.
So let's start from the beginning to fully understand
Okay.
just how much the alien affects the game on both ends of the court.
Let's
2
see.
minutes into the game, Victor sets the screen and points up for the lob but doesn't get it. So he follows the shot and puts the ball back in the basket, even with Gobert holding his other hand and Edwards pushing him from behind. On the other end,
Crazy.
Wemby forces Ant to pull his three from way downtown, which results in a bad miss. 2 possessions later, he shows him how it's done, stretching the floor to make Gobert feel useless.
Wembanyama trying three again.
Oh my Jesus Christ. It's like, bro. There's not too many people that's doing something like that. He is literally playing both ends of the floor at an extremely high level, being like 8 feet damn tall. Bro, he is switching off on guards and guarding them. He's switching off to big men and knocking their ass up. Like, yeah, bigger big men do give him a problem. Like, we got matched up with Nikola or we got matched up with Joel, it'd probably be a problem. But Rudy ain't big enough. He ain't tough enough. Sorry. He can do some on some games, but not consistently.
And this isn't fair, to be honest. Even with Rudy having the better position down low, Vic just snatches the ball out of his
Too
hands,
aggressive.
runs the break, and finds Champagny in the corner, who makes the crowd pop off.
Come on now. You can't teach that.
Already trailing by double, the Wolves started messing with Wemby.
Tough shot. Wow. Well, they had to work. Some words here to
They had to.
and Wembanyama.
Start messing with him.
Exchanging words here. Anthony Edwards making a point, looking for a technical to be called.
And continues to kind of shove Wemby in the back a little bit as they were walking by.
Yeah, he's on that. You gotta get on that.
Little
See if
they
he gonna
know
back
that
down.
they just woke up the beast.
Wembanyama from the outside. Ball in his hands are locked.
That nigga big as hell, dog.
Minnesota. Wemby's back.
Watch Dusumu pushing Wemby. He says, I'll be here all night. Don't worry about it. Big smiles. And then here comes the top wolf. Anthony
Big as
Edwards.
hell.
But then the pick and roll.
Hey, yo, didn't even try to follow his ass. He can't do nothing once he got past him.
And the
Hey, I'll do
show
better.
continues with a couple of French-on-French crimes.
It is in. Wemby putting the moves on.
Smacking him.
Has 11.
Putting his ass in the blender.
As Wembanyama has the ball a lot and is doing a lot.
Got his ass put in the blender.
Question, Jamal. Did you teach him that? I'm not going to lie. That one looked a little familiar, Rand. Oh, my God. Right into the move.
That is ridiculous. There's no way you can defend that. And the takeover continues.
Get out of my way. I'm going. Two come, so he pitches it. Castle right back to him.
This is crazy. Bro, this is crazy. He just tried to bully his way into the paint, right? Got denied access. But that didn't matter because he spent around, went to the 3, and popped that motherfucker. And he's 7'3", 7'8", however tall he is. You can't jump and block him. The only person that has a chance in hell of blocking the shot is Julius Randle. Not Julius Randle, goddamn, Rudy Gobert. Julius, if he, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if he got lucky, but Rudy. And Rudy ain't athletic enough, bro. He's not. He's a very good defensive big man, but he's not athletic enough, bro. That's why his ass always get fucking tore up in these playoffs.
An unbelievable start here tonight.
Ooh-wee, Wembanyama sent the entire arena into a delirium, scoring 16 points in the first 6 minutes of the game to put his
So,
team up by 15. Let's go. And Coach Johnson decided to rest him for a while, but the Wolves used those 3 minutes to the fullest and got right back in the game.
Minnesota dodging.
They had to. That's their only chance.
With these turnovers.
And Conley on vest, got Cornette. And Mike Conley getting.
Mike Conley been in the league for a minute, man.
RC Buford,
Oh, damn,
sports
38.
starter, the CEO, longtime GM, Ant-Man, a deep and much needed Minnesota 3. Lead is not 3-minute mark.
There we go, Mike.
Really good
Mike
shooting
gonna
at
get his
three.
points. He gonna get his
Minnesota
buckets.
went on a 14-4 round with Victor on the bench, but when he returned, the Spurs re-established control slowly but surely. No more easy baskets. And probably the only way you could stop him on the defensive end is by fouling him hard. Look at this
Got to.
shooting chart by the Wolves when Wemby is defending them. 34% is crazy work. Speaking
That's
of
what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Let's go back to that. You're not seeing anybody do that. You're not saying anybody do that. You're not saying anybody ever do that shit. Come on. I don't even think Prime Shaq is doing that shit. He's like, what? He's taking everybody on his court. 34% when he's on the court. 34%. This nigga is gonna be one of the GOATs by the time it's over with. He's gonna be one of the greats.
Crazy, check out how McDaniels and Reed are trying to box out the lanky giant. Come on now, that's fouls on fouls. No wonder he threw that elbow in the previous game. Truth is, he still needs to put on some muscles for situations like this one.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely. That's why I say he's gonna have a problem with bigger big man.
No, he didn't bump into him. As soon as he hit him, he said, "Get in the weight room, young fella," and then laid it in.
Regardless, we go to the second quarter with the Spurs up by 4. And Wemby knows exactly what to do when he gets double teamed like this.
Pitches to Bryant.
And as I said it previously, the only way McDaniels can defend him on the pick and roll is by pushing him out of bounds. Up by 12 later in the period, with the Spurs royalty watching them from the stands, they executed a beautiful play for Devin Vassell, who curled around Wemby's screen and finished off the alley-oop. On the next trip down the lane, Victor did everything he could to create enough space for Fox to knock down the easy-looking Jay. But when Nas thought that he would continue to get easy buckets against Wemby, he ended up missing everything with the hook shot. On the contrary, this looked effortless.
Fox around the rim. Love for Wemby.
Cause who's stopping that, bro? Rudy's not even on the floor right now. Who's stopping that?
And unlocking it here in the playoffs.
I don't know how you guard it. I don't know how you guard it.
So down by 18, Ayo says, "I'm attacking the rim no matter what."
Come on, bro. You got no big man. You got Julius Randle. He's sticking Julius Randle right now. The biggest people on your court right now is Julius Randle and Nas Reed. What the fuck? What am I gonna do with that shit? What am I gonna do with that against Wemby? I'm telling you, that's why we need to bring the bully big man back. Bring them bully big man back. You're not gonna have this problem. I promise the guy. If you had Shaq, Shaq would be whooping his ass, tearing it up. He's not big enough to deal with him. Not tough enough.
With Wembanyama fighting at him.
Well, he can't catch them all. And the physicality between him and Reed went on, with Nas earning a tech for this extra shove right here. It didn't matter, because Victor was ready for the extracurriculars in this one.
Inside, McDaniels defending. Called for the foul. Wembanyama goes down and starts clapping. I like this stuff.
On the other side, Randall found Gobert beautifully here, and this would have been barbecue chicken against 99% of the centers around the league, but not against the alien. The Spurs led by a dozen heading into the break, and you need to look at this graphic to comprehend how big of a first half Wembanyama just had. But after shooting a lousy 25% from the field in the second quarter, the Wolves finally got it going at the start of the third.
Your young team down. Trying to step through that double so hard with Wembanyama, but he took it and made it. Clock at 6, Randall. Using the size on Castle, wrap around to the corner for 3.
Okay.
McDaniels.
They getting busy now. I can respect this. They ain't going out like the hoes.
Wembanyama tries to get away from him. High
Smack
arc is good, and the timeout here.
Minnesota came all the way back and actually tied the game with an electric 14-2 run.
Dosunmu having a great quarter.
Smack him.
Ties it at 61.
I can respect it. Y'all came back. I can respect that.
Bleeding? You get the ball to the tallest man on the court and let him do the rest.
Pitched it out to Champagne.
Knows when to pass out. He's efficient.
I gotta give props to Stephon Castle here, who went on a personal 6-2 run during their crisis to bump the lead back to 7 points.
Wemby on the pitch. Castle on the push. Inside. Off 2 feet for the dunk. 7 straight for the Spurs. 14 and 9 points. Castle on a little run here.
I ain't lying, boy. Who?
As well as Keldon Johnson came up with a couple of big plays on both ends of the court.
Johnson saved the pass. Probing inside. On Edwards for 2. Timeout, Minnesota.
The Spurs responded with an 11-2 run of their own, and the fans were buzzing. A minute later, look at how far Wemby is on this shot by Harper, but his length allows him to do some spectacular stuff on the court. Julius Randle tried his best to retaliate on the other end, but ended up empty-handed.
You can't do nothing about that, bro. You can't do anything about that. He's too big. He's literally too freaking big for that bullshit you're doing. You need an actual big man. I'm sorry, Julius Randle, but you're a horrible matchup. If I'm the Wolves right now, it's when Wemby's in the game, Rudy's in the game. Rudy's out the game. Wemby's out the game, Rudy's out the game. That's what I'm doing. In and out. I'm following their exact form shit.
It's not just the blocks and the steals you see. Wembanyama is straight up ruling the paint. He got out for a breather after this, and his teammates held their ground successfully.
Yeah, this one get out of hand.
Oklahoma City awaits
This one get out of hand right here.
in the West Final. Trying to get through the traffic. Edwards had to go to the net.
Edwards trying, man. He trying.
Johnson. Reed chases. Johnson wins. Gobert. Lost it again on the way up. Back the other way come the Spurs. Harper to the basket one more time.
He's trying his best. And trying
Spurs
his
finished the
best.
third quarter strong, coming up with an additional 12-4 stretch that got them up by 18 points. So in the final period, they started throwing haymakers at Minnesota.
Oh yeah. They're trying to get him out of there. He's hop stepping into the paint. Y'all soft. Y'all sweet.
10 to go.
Hop stepping in there.
Wemby piece.
Soft.
That pressure.
On the hit.
Soft.
Castle. Timeout, Timberwolves.
Castle comes up with the steal and the slam in transition, yelling in Edwards' face for some aura points at the end. As much as Wemby carried San Antonio in the first half, the second belonged to their feisty guards.
As his fifth. First Spur with 5. Harper. Oh.
Nasty work.
Dylan Harper delivers the coast-to-coast boom, and Vic cannot believe what he just saw. And none of us could believe what followed.
Wait a minute. Are we doing some Harlem
Nice work.
Globetrotter stuff out here?
This is
Oh
bogus.
my
This
goodness!
is bogus.
Wembanyama got poor Rudy spinning in circles, looking for the ball like a little kitten looking for.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's over. It's over. I feel bad for Ant-Man though. Because Ant-Man doesn't deserve to go out like this, even though I know he's hurt. Feel bad for Ant-Man. Same way I feel bad for LeBron for the OKC series. I'm better. I'd rather them, you know what I'm saying, gracefully exit now than get railroaded by the OKC Thunder. Because I think the Spurs can beat the Thunder in the series. The Wolves cannot beat the Thunder in the series. You know what I'm saying? And right now in the Eastern, I feel like the Cavs can beat the Knicks, but I do not feel like the Pistons can beat the Knicks at all. They're going to get fucked. They're going to get, yeah.